Hey guys, just a vid in regards to just what to prepare and what to do before season two comes out, or how you're going to tackle season two. And very soon it's going to be out in the next few days, so you only really have a limited amount of time. There's nothing you can really do right now in game. The only thing that you can kind of do is do riffs and greater riffs and just kind of understand the map layout. The more aware of the layout, the easier you're going to be able to navigate competitively in the season. But that's not really a big deal because you'll be doing so many of them that you'll eventually get it anyway. But it really depends on what you want to achieve from season two. So if you're just going to be casually playing it and not really, competitively hit the ladder in the next week or so, particularly leveling 70 on the first day and going, full force at it, I would recommend not to play season two until a week later. Pretty much by that time, you'll probably find through communities and chat that people will actually power level you. And that will completely save you from leveling from 1 to 70. Through my experiences in season 1, I power leveled people to 1 to 70, but not only that, I also power leveled them to Paragon 100, which didn't take too long. 1 to 70 with no gear, no EXP gear, no buffs, nothing like that. It took, 1 hour to do, and only a couple of hours after they were Paragon 100, as opposed to grinding and doing that individually with no help. So I would recommend that. And I'm not trolling right there. So, and with all that kind of stuff is if you don't play it straight away, you can not only get power leveled, if you're actually getting power leveled by the same class, that person is more likely to drop you gear and give you gear. So you're going to get your 6-piece or whatever piece set that you're going to have much more quicker. And you can even find split farming groups and so on like that. So you can get carried a lot in seasons if you know the right people, if you have friends that are doing it, or if you go in the right community channels and so on like that. So the disadvantage would mean that you are going to be behind, but it's not really a big deal. And also, usually Blizzard will put some form of buff to encourage people to play the first few days or maybe even the first week. In season 1, that was a goblin kind of double goblin pack. So every time you saw goblins, you saw 2 of them. And that also, from previous experience, that also includes the rifts, the goblin rifts. So that's a biggie because you get like materials and blood shards and all that kind of stuff, and that can really help you immensely. But again, being carried if you're not and you haven't really contributed much is a pretty easy way to do it. Now the other way is if you're really going to seriously do it, there's only one way, and that's right now find a group. If you don't get a group right now, you're going to fall behind. A group is going to be significantly better, and it's not just a random group. You need to synergize with the correct class and so on like that. So for example, you would need a demon hunter, you would need a Z DPS class, so one that's just going to be a tank, and that's usually a witch doctor or a monk. And then you probably want another demon hunter, and then the fourth class could be really pretty much anything besides a wizard. The more closer it is to the same class, the more you can share drops and so on like that. Otherwise, you need to just make sure that you know what build you're going for, what set pieces, and what to gamble your blood shards. So this varies with everything, but it's not too hard. When you're looking at a Demon Hunter, you're looking at the 6-piece Marauder set, and you're probably going to be gambling a chest first because you could get the Marauder chest piece, or you could even get a Syndicate. And pretty much most classes, if you're looking at a Syndicate, you're usually going to be gambling a chess piece, because you can either get the 6 piece or the Syndicate with it. So I think the Wizard can do the same thing, and you know, it just varies from which class, and I'm not going to go too specific on that. But the more knowledge about the class that you're going to go into, the more easier, so you don't have to spend that time kind of mucking around with skills and so on, and you just get in there. So guys, I'm not discouraging people from playing Season 2. Really, it's up to you and what experience you're going to get. Have fun. Even if you do it solo, which most of my things I do tends to be a bit solo play, there's really still aspects in there and a build, and just really have some fun with it. So thanks guys for watching.